picks here. They're two carries that can both lane bot lane, can both lane mid lane, and it's about whichever way you want to go.
It feels like a page champ, doesn't it? Like some of the mages that he's willing to pull out like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of came to light to me when Chovy the other day picked Renekton mid into it. And there were some people who were kind of questioning the, like, weirdly, the viability of Renekton. And it's like, bro, sure, like Renekton mid, but it's like, sure, but also Galio could just be made not to play the game here. And Barrier comes through, just to stop some of the trade damage.
Yeah, I mean, the rebuttal doesn't do anything here, and Missing is just dead. Has dinged level 3 and decided that he wants to take down Missing. No exhaust used. Pivoting into this bot lane, and this might actually leave Light in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Because it's not just Arla.
Flash.
I don't know that that's going to be enough here, Jamada. He is under the turret. He is exhausted now. A TP's coming through, but he is just dead. Kill goes over to Arla, and Light, unfortunately, kind of left to be fending for himself.
We've got to get... Yo, Bree.
He's stopping recalls. He's stopping recalls, and you know what? He's done a successful job on one aspect, as Jun is able to have to walk the long way back. And now Xiaohu ready with Flash, looking to try and taunt his way in. Gets Arla, gets Jun as well, and it's another kill for the set support. 2-0 on the set. And now with Equalizer up, it's clearing the wave, baby. How easy it is to get out to safety. If you time the rocket jump correctly, you do just get out to safety.
Yeah, again, very, very frustrating as a Bree.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
just gets
Equalizer.
a very large chunk down onto Scout.
Yeah, very, 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 very annoying. Scout does have teleport in a moment, and we'll just collect the last little bits of that wave.
As groups go down, looks like it's going to be favoured to Weibo as Jun's pathing his way down toward that bot side. You know, no HP on Scout in the mid lane. Eha has played set before. Thank you to our producer Alk for finding that it was in 2021 in the LDL when Eha was a mid laner. So plenty of experience on the champ. With the Drake going down on this bot side and with JDG in a pretty comfortable position to take this Drake. Good time to remind and to maybe look a little bit at the win conditions for both of these two teams. We've got, there's no equalizer, would make it a little more difficult for them, but, or make it more difficult for Weibo, but just taking this blue buff on the top side, it's once again just going to be a little bit of a trade, and I mean little bit, it is blue buff for a dragon, so much more worthwhile if you are Weibo in this situation. As Jun finds Bree that is immediately flashing on top of him, Scouts in tandem, and the hook pulls him right back in. Explosive charge takes down the Rumble.
Yeah, objectives in this sequence, and this will give them that feat as well once they secure this one up, and they'll be one kill away from securing feats of strength overall.
Arla will respond with first turret down on that bot side, so it will come down to whoever gets the next kill.
Screwed up the ratio on Galio, so going full AP, like every tick was more or less doing like the damage it would do when it would hit you. And he's just not able to move. Scout finally gets the rocket jump away, but there's a killer instinct into the backline, and Light not actually able to find it as now Called the Forge God gets interrupted. Arla airballs on that one, and now he's just about able to walk out to safety as Tien comes forward, takes down Missing, and now Arla left under the turret in a 5 versus 1 situation. His odds aren't looking too good for this one. Yep, he's dead. Tower goes down as well. 10 feats were secured for Weibo. Oh man, I mean that was a huge set of kills. Thankfully for JDG, Paze was able to answer out on that tier 1, but Weibo can go further, right? Because of the amount of kills they got and where Shun was positioned on the map when this play was going down. They'll even pick up the tier 2, but this overreach potentially is now leading to teleports, and Scout is here on the flank. Play back here, Tien.
They're still hunting.
He's in that much danger.
Well, he is probably just fine. It's Eha maybe who's going to be left and sacrificed. However, his team are here. Tien was sniffing around the entire time, comes back in to try and help out. Cyclone onto Jun as he just takes down the Neferi without any real recompense. Now another killer instinct into the backline as Light finds Paze, flashes over the wall, double kill for the Kai'Sa.
Rude. I think that
That whole sequence might have just broken JDG.
Yep.
They lose out on that play so hard on the top side. That just felt like a tilt play. Through and through, just looking for something, just hungry for a play. Dragon's up, you know, like, go get set up over there. Make the life of Weibo difficult to play around that instead. Via the vision, they just weren't able to do it, and now they're losing out more than ever.
Still not done. They've taken down the tier 2 turret with the Rift Herald, and Arla maybe one more auto attack away from safety, as now Scout's trying to break Tien free from that Rift Herald. He jumps forward, and I honestly wouldn't have been too surprised if they actually tried to re-engage, because you've got no jump, you've got no reason being there, and now Light is going to tear you to shreds as well. Facebreaker pulls down one. Jun still dashing forward, gets knocked up by the Justice Punch, gets taken down. A Golden Eclipse is going to find one, but it's a double kill, triple kill already for Light, as Weibo are still sieging forward. Pei's finally able to take down the Kaiser, and Xiaohu might be able to get a response. But this is just JDG throwing themselves at Weibo and getting nothing for it. Xiaohu finds the kill onto Pei's, flashes out as well. Absolute disaster for Jindong Gaming.
And then eventually Xiaohu getting his rundown.
Does get caught by a snare and stops the Penta in its tracks. Maybe would have been able to space out Arla, but there is a Dragon. I won't call it a fight going down, because Weibo did just take it relatively uncontested, and they're only up 3,000 gold, which in the grand scheme of things feels like they could have been up way more, or should have been up way more, as Weibo now on the Atacant as well. There's Erha with the engage, there's the follow-up, and there's the dive that we've been looking for. Weibo saving no prisoners down on the bot side, but a Call the Forge God might give Scout a bit of a free time to try and wreak havoc. But everybody's alive. They're using their HP as a resource, and JDG have no tools to cut through all of it. And Breathe flashes over, insult to injury, and Tien, Nimbus strikes the ace, and Weibo find 5.
Yeah, you know what? Fair play. At least Weibo are trying to make this game for a fast one, or rather, maybe I should be thanking JDG for the decisions going on right now. Hakan secured, more towers, Baron's up in 3 minutes. It's not even here yet.
To it. JDG, they obviously don't want to give this up, but it's already pretty much dead. Arla tries to call the Forge God, gets it, and sacrifices his life. He did just throw himself into the back line and made sure that Jun couldn't get in. But they did get the Baron.
Though, it was making me believe that JDG was seeing red because they got one kill and they needed to, like, go, you know? Like, or he's laning, and this is, like, old seasons. Xiaohu's probably going to, like, do some cool stuff and get out. Fantastic. Good job.
Exactly.
LPL go. Hold on.
And now Tien wants to go forward. Light wants to go forward as well, and he's pretty isolated to begin with. But the damage just isn't there. Scout jumps out to the waiting arms of a Flame Spitter, and it's once again an absolute slaughter. 3 for nothing. Make it 4 as Pei's goes down as well. He will rebuttal absolutely nothing. And Arla farms a wave in the mid lane.
Kind of been waiting for the inevitable to play out. And JDG have frankly sprinted themselves into their coffin here for game number 4.
Although
they've been sullen about it.
And there's maybe a little bit of stat farming here from Weibo, because I don't want to call it mercy. And with this massive gold lead, I don't know that they're going to need the Baron necessarily to close out this game. It might be a little bit of a boost for them. They've only got 20 seconds left on it, and you can see
very unprofessional. I have a sneeze that's like trying to
perfect.
Go.
No, that's
and we're not in person, so I can't even signal you like, yo, keep talking.
He's just dying off screen. I have no idea.
I'm dying on screen. I've been inflicted with the hay fever debuff this year. But actually in my own country, which is
over his counterpart. But I mean, you're comparing that to a almost full build Kaiser, and Missing, who's just, oh dear, had an absolute disaster, flashed out and then hooked his way right back into death. Baron spawned up, and that is probably just handed over now to Weibo, and Erha sat on a pink ward, but probably gets spotted out by the lane ward that JDG have got down. He's looking to try and make more of this than just the Baron. Flashes on top of Pei's, who does manage to escape over one wall, only to be met by Winds of War, Equalizer, and everything else that Weibo can throw at him. JDG are crumbling in the mid lane, and Weibo are going to send us all the way to game number 5. They do not need the Baron. They do not need to take that fight. They do it for the fun of the game, Jamada, to destroy JDG in their face.
Bit of a mental breakup. For the love of the game, is how we say it. And First Nexus Tower's about to fall. They're going for the full-on dive. There goes Arla, missing next on the menu. And Shun, I mean, he could try and
smited
survive.
the minion.
Yeah.
He did what he could. He cleared the wave, but the Nexus turrets are gonna fall. Weibo Gaming bounce back again in game number 4. Queue up Silver Scrapes. We're going to game 5.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.